What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. You're on High PSI TV, and today we are going to do a plasma cutter review. So I was contacted by a company, Herocut, and they asked if I would review one of their compact, I guess really portable units. So here's what we're looking at today. This is a Herocut 35i, and what that means is 35 amps, and this is also the 110 model, so this will plug into any regular outlet that you have around your shop. You don't need 220 to run this machine. You can also get this unit in 55 amp, and you can also get it in 220. So when I say small and compact, that's how big it is compared to my hand. So this is a really small machine, really lightweight machine. I've already taken it out of the box, and let's see what it comes with. Of course, instruction manual, got some air hose, earth clamp, torch. We've got some fittings and some consumables for the torch, and an air pressure regulator. So what I'm going to do first is get this machine ready to go. We're going to hook up the regulator to the back of it. This machine is also good for 60 psi of air pressure, so we're going to try to cut some sheet metal first, and then we'll go to some thicker stuff, but let's get everything plumbed up on the back first. All right, really simple connection on the back of the machine. It says air in. Our regulator will mount here. The regulator comes with a bracket that will go here. It also comes with your air hose fitting, the inlet, this would be the outlet from the regulator, some hose clamps, Teflon tape, and our air hose. So we'll go ahead and mount the regulator, plumb it up, and then we'll start cutting. I'm just going to tighten these with my fingers because it'll be going back in the box when I'm done. I'll give you an idea of what it's going to look like when it's all set up. All right, that's going to complete our setup on the back. We'll put our gauge in real quick, but you have air in, note the arrow, air out into the machine. Like I said, this machine can handle up to 60 psi, so I will get the gauge in, and then we'll hook it up. One thing worth noting on this gauge is it's actually in psi. Some of the other machines I've tested will read in kPa or bar, so it's nice that this is actually in an English unit for us that don't know the metric system too well. I have a small air leak here. The fitting bottomed out before it got tight. Different fitting might do better, but the provided fitting is leaking. So a hookup on the front of the machine is going to be really simple. We have 3 ports. Air port for the torch, control port for the torch, and our earth ground lead, which is our ground clamp. And that's it for the front. So what we're going to start with is my go-to for testing plasma cutters, is a trailer fender. Now this is probably a little bit thicker than a floorboard in a car, so this is a good test for what a compact, lower amperage machine will do. So I'll set the camera up, and one thing worth noting also, the torch does not come with a standoff cup. So you never want to touch the surface you're working with. I know it sounds weird, but on plasma cutting, you always want to keep a little bit of a gap between your torch end and your material that you're cutting. All right, let's turn this guy on. All right, so this would be our on indicator. This would be an over temp indicator. We're gonna try not to get into that. So what we're gonna start with is about 25 amps, 60 PSI of air pressure, and we'll see how it cuts this trailer fender. You'll notice it has a post flow of air. That's to help cool the torch head off. But yeah, absolutely no problem on this trailer fender, so let's make some more cuts. Now what you'll notice is I'm getting used to how far away I need to hold the torch head. I'm used to having a standoff cup, so let's try again. Not a problem at all. I'll make a few more cuts. So you can see on the trailer fender, I'm getting nice clean cuts, limited slag on the backside. This is cutting really nice. Now, I'm doing what you're not supposed to do, and I'm actually touching the surface. It seems to work a lot better that way. So I'm gonna do a little bit more, and then we'll break out some thicker metal. Let's talk about the cuts on this trailer fender. Now, you'll notice the torch popping back and forth. That's because I'm losing my connection between the metal of the torch and the ground. I have slag here from previous cuts I've done on other machines. As long as you keep good contact with the metal that you're cutting, this has no problem. It's when I'm getting to the edge and getting into this slag that I'm having an issue. So I don't think it's any problem with the machine. I think it's a material problem. But let's say, for instance, you're putting floorboards in your 53 Packard. This machine will have absolutely no problem knocking any of this stuff out of the way. So let's grab some thick metal and see how much it'll cut. On the front of the machine, you'll see max cutting thickness 10 millimeters. This is 1/4 inch, so it should cut this, no problem. 11 millimeters I know is 7/16, so this shouldn't be an issue for this machine. Let's see how it does. Before I cut, I am going to turn this guy all the way up and see what it's all about. All right, let's talk about what's going on with the 1/4 inch. 1/4 inch might be a little too much for this machine, but I like testing the limits of it. So, like I said, 11 millimeters is about 7/16. It should be able to cut through this. Now, there could be a couple issues. One, my air pressure, so I'm gonna turn that up and see if it makes a difference. But this machine seems to be having a problem plunge cutting, so I'm trying to start on an edge, If the material was clean, it might do better, but how often are you going to plasma cut clean material? So let me turn up the air pressure a touch, and we'll try to cut a little bit more. Not a lot of success on the thicker metal. However, sheet metal and thick sheet metal, not a problem at all. So I am pushing this little machine about as hard as I can. I'm actually not surprised that it won't cut 1/4 inch. So, is this an industrial type machine? No, but what it is affordable and small. You can get one of these on Amazon for about 150 bucks. Now I just turned the power off on this machine, and you'll notice that it's still running, and now it just shut off. So it does have a cool down mode built into it as well. So let's talk about the machine as a whole. Am I disappointed? Absolutely not. Most guys aren't out there cutting 1/4 inch steel with a 110 machine that's only 35 amps. What a lot of guys and hobbyists are doing is cutting sheet metal. This machine definitely capable of doing so. Size, price, ability to cut metal, they're all there. So I want to thank Herocut for sending me this to try it out. I'm gonna get it back in the box, and I'm gonna go inside and edit this video so that you guys can see it. Don't forget, guys, you can always check me out on Instagram. I try to post up there daily. Been kind of slack lately, but I'm working on it. So thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next time.